NFL in receiving yards.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look, but that'll help.
Throwing to start the drive. Powell. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
This defense for the Pats, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping it for a loss.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Powell. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 5. The give is to McLaughlin. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. When you talk about this Jets defense,
against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing to start the drive. Powell. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, Make sure it's somewhat on the short side of things, not deep down.
Touchdown! A.T. Perry hit it. With his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. The long touchdown pass gets... Very tidy two-play drive that time. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And they will be in the playoffs as champs of the AFC East, but as it stands right now, Charles, they still would have to host a game on Wild Card Weekend because they're still looking up at that #1 seed.
And that's when you tell your team, remember, guys, at the beginning of the season, what was our deal? Let's win our division and get to the playoffs. That was job one. Let's not get greedy about the whole thing, because whether or not they end up with a first-round bye or not, you and I both know this team's going to be a tough out in the playoffs.
On 1st and 10, Hayes.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Off the play fake, Hayes.
Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The Patriots at 12-4 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango.
On the handoff, McLaughlin.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Pats are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
You look at this Patriots defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season. But if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
They try to down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week. It's changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Powell. And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Julian Love picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So the ball. On the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he's brought down, but no. He reaches the 8-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Back to throw. Powell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throw.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Offside, defense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. New England trying to get to place on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Off play action. Hayes. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On the ground, here's McLaughlin.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Hayes. And this one is incomplete.
I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw. Hayes. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. Looking to throw. Hayes. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
42 yards now on the ground at just 7 carries.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
McLaughlin is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Operating from the gun, Powell.
No hesitation, goes right back to Likely.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. To throw on second down, Powell.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Attention time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Work in the middle of the field. Complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
His last catch was number 1100. This one, 1101. Puts him even with 2013 Hall of Famer Chris Carter.
So it just tells you it doesn't matter whether you catch it with one hand, catch it with 2 hands. They count the same. And what a number he has put up in his career.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Back to throw again.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
2nd and 20.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England's offense set to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He lets one go deep for Addison. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Big play there for New England. 49 yards.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers. I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's McLaughlin.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about 17.
Rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
A carry from McLaughlin. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They'll run on 1st down. It's McLaughlin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Patriots are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Throwing on first down. Powell. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On first down, Powell.
On target to his man, Likely.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, Powell. Caught left side, Hopkins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Powell. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And his kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A final shot before break. Hayes.
And that's too tall for his receiver. It's incomplete. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Brings up second and a yard at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second down and a yard.
Up the middle they go. McLaughlin looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and 1.
On third down, it's McLaughlin, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Throwing on first down. Hayes,
well, into a sea of defenders, and intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On first down, Powell
finds his man over the middle. It's Likely.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Isaiah Likely.
33 yards.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Patriots 21.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Patriots. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and 1 at the 50-yard line.
Second down and a yard. Straight ahead is Hall.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper in second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Powell, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football that's on a spring, and each guy that walks in and plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. McLaughlin.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Right back to him on 1st down.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will... back. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
And the question was the need.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Back now in Foxborough. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
A give running right is Hall.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
78 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, right back to Hall. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 1st and 10, Powell.
Completes it to Perry.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Powell, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now because a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Powell.
The throw left sideline falls incomplete.
The coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed. before this one is over.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Well, here we sit, Week 17. Just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
That's good for our Patriots.
On first down, it's McLaughlin. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and yard.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
On 2nd down now, it's McLaughlin. And just shedding it off there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from the 20.
And the Patriots will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Now the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And to cap it off, a touchdown run of 20 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Throwing on first down, Powell.
He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Boy, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw.
Powell finding room at midfield.
And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Now second down and a few inches.
They'll look to throw again.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's second down.
Back to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long...
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, it's McLaughlin.
And that should do it. He's got a first down, and the Patriots can run it out from here.
They'll keep it on the ground. McLaughlin. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession.